our own in the building. We claim him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Southside.
Claim on your taxes.
Yeah. Ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. You got the O.
Right. Yeah, we owe. Hell, we killer 2 Chainz. What up, man?
True.
How you doing?
I'm very blessed. How you doing this morning?
Good. Now, what is this? I ain't never seen no chain like that. Tell me what that is.
This is out of a tomb. This was buried with a king a long time ago. No, I'm just playing. This is a runway piece.
No, we can get deep. I was like, really?
No, this is actually a runway piece from the 80s. It's a designer piece. And you know, I've been wearing gold for a while, and a lot of my gold is designer. Like people wear designer clothes. They have designer gold, like Chanel and Christian LaCroix.
Right.
You know, just Versace.
Right.
Things like
Flexing
that.
on my seat.
You know what? But he ain't flexing because I follow you on Instagram at Hair Week Killer, and you posted a picture like years ago, and the subtitle was "Been rocking Versace."
Yeah.
Like, I follow you, black.
That's dope. That was when Chris had the afro.
Right.
Was on that phone. Daddy was on
Yep.
Yeah, I had Versace. Yeah, right. They was like $450. Then I'm like, whoa. I was barely getting it, but I still had to have. Like I've always been like keen up on fashion and just really really trying to take a step forward in fashion and things like that, to think forward or just not be just like nobody else in the whole building. And so, you know, I'm getting a chance to really highlight that part of my lifestyle with my music and stuff right now.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Now, speaking of Luda, them, like for the people who still don't know, they still think you and Luda and DTP still have like this beef going on. Can you tell the people what is your relationship like right now?
I actually talked to Big Jeff last night. This is Luda's manager. He congratulated me about killing the stage in Summer Jam in New York, being the only Atlanta artist to come out and represent my city. And then for Fast and Furious 6, Chris is in that movie, and then I happen to do the single for the movie.
Nice.
So we'll never be able to get,
I heard that. Right.
Yeah, he's a Virgo. It's my Virgo brother. My album is actually dropping September 10th. His birthday is the 11th. Mine is the 12th. So it's just...
Man, all y'all Virgo. Ooh, I can't stand y'all.
Yeah,
But I love y'all.
What
My
you
dad is a Virgo. His birthday is September the 11th, same day as
So was
Christmas.
my daughter's birthday. Y'all 9/11 baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we in here.
Yeah,
we
y'all
up
have to
in
do
this
it.
thing.
Y'all have to do it A, B, and C. If it's A, C, and B, y'all are like.
But we're the best people on the
Y'all are,
planet,
y'all
man.
are.
You know what I mean? I'm very like, I'm a gentleman. I like to say, you know what I'm saying, from the Virgo side.
Look at you. You can take so damn suave, Shaw. You so damn suave. Your new single, which I love that.
You heard it, girl.
I'm be fresh as hell if the Fed watching. Hey, I'm be fresh as hell if the Fed watching.
That just don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all right, the night of the Grammys, I went to the studio. Everybody else went to like parties. So I'm like, I'm trying to like motivate myself. Like I ain't even get no Grammy. I'm gonna go to the studio. When really, I didn't even think I would get nominated. So I go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? So for real, come through in his bow tie. He just left Clyde Davis on party. He all. Like, okay, cool. He's like, let me hear some of your joints. I say, bro, you want to hear some of my joints? He's like, let me hear some of your joints. You want to hear some of my joints, bro? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you sure? I'm like, all right, bro. I don't really play my stuff for rappers, but I'll play it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, Home was looking at me like he's giving that face like I totally get it. Like, he was like, man. And so the beat that he brought, he was like, I don't know. He asked the people that they have like a keyboard and a Triton. And so he just started making a beat right in my face. And so for me, it was fun. The only person that I really enjoyed doing that with was Drummer Boy on my mixtape days because I don't write, I think of a lot of things, and so when I think of it, I need to get it out my head, or like it just frustrates me. So, but for real, making the beat, I was able to like think of the song, think of the lyrics while he was actually putting it together. By the time he put it in the board, I was rapping it. We was in a dance and we was turned up. And just kind of like building everything around it, man. Even though my album dropped September 10th, I still record every day. You just never know what can happen.
Yeah. And recently, Jazzy reported that you're going to be kind of like taking a break from it. And I said that that's a good thing. Like that's how old school artists used to do. Like, you got to make people miss you. Is that?
Well, I said from the features.
Okay, from the features. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of the features. And, of course, I had a lot of friends in the game that I did things for. But for me, like, when I first got into the game or when I first started trying to, like, take steps forward, I wanted to do a song with everybody in Atlanta So once you Google them, you can see my name. And then once I took that same concept musically, I wanted to do one everybody in rap. And so when you Google them, you know, I could just be omnipresent. And then it started getting calls from like, you know, Miley Cyrus, you know, Beyonce, you know what I'm saying, Kesha, you know, Robin Thicke, you know, it's like, you know,
everybody,
bingo players, David Guetta. It's like, okay, so these are the records that I'm doing. It's not because I'm trying on like going pop. It just makes sense for me to like impede on these people's fan base. I feel like I got this over here. Like I got this trap. We good. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's about. I'm doing a lot of EDM records right now. A lot of EDM records are basically records that are just like instrumentals, and then when they add a voice to it, it's a remix. So that's the remix that I've been doing. You know, and so it's just something different for me to just still have my fan base, my old Nat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Right.
Speaking of fan base, you see your boy Chrome.com
Chrome up in this thing, man. Chrome was born in throwback parking lot.
Okay, so how does it feel to go from the local hood, well, you know, everybody in the local hood know your name, to everybody knows your name internationally? How does that feel?
Well, it was funny. I just got out the car over at a previous station. It was like 3 white women passed, and I was like, they was really looking at my car like, what is he getting at? You know? So I was like, hey ladies, how you doing this morning? So cool. So when I went in, then when I came back out, my driver was like, when he went down there, I guess the lady was like, that's 2 Chainz. So they all ran to the door, couldn't get in, all like, dude, come back and stuff. But it was like too late. I elevated them.
Yeah.
3 white women. How about that?
No, but like all of my shows, like when people like I've been putting my shows up to really show growth. I've been just trying to show. I like to try to show. When I post pictures of my shows, I'm trying to show you one thing that I'm working more than a lot of other people. 2, the progression that I'm doing, and 3 is like the places that I'm going. I always put where I am, so you can just like, how do you go from Miami to France to LA to New York, and you like and you still like up, and it's like I have a strong
work ethic.
A strong work ethic. My mind frame. I'm so I have this shift. You know what I'm saying? What I'm posting. So I think I eat right. I don't get a chance to exercise like I used to.
But see, I wanted to touch on that just a little bit, because a lot of these young artists and new artists today, they don't understand the grind. They just think like, okay, I know Jazz, I know Rashawn, I'm gonna get my record on the radio, and don't want to do that work. They don't understand it's really hard work to actually just grind. Like, you've been doing it for a long time, and you are like you arrived. It's
a testament to what you've been able to do. You know, and like when I was at your Grammy party, when I made everybody shut up, like y'all, like for real. When you know somebody's hustle, when you know somebody had to sit on the sideline for quite some time and just observe it, and now it's their moment, you gotta recognize that, and I ain't want nobody to miss that.
No, you definitely said that was one important thing you said. The second important thing you said was God's name. And if it wasn't for Him, really none of us would be here. But for me, just to come so far, to be in the background, to be a part of something, and then just really deep down inside feel like I had something that just really needed to be exploited, man. I just feel blessed every day. I prayed last night on Summer Jam stage. Like, I'm in New York, I'm on stage like, wow, these people going crazy over my ass. You know what I mean? I just started like, thank you, Lord. You know what I mean? But I kept rocking. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around so long. I've seen people be hot, cold, and like not get hot. And everybody, the attitude just changes. You know what I mean? And so my whole mentality is just to treat an intern like I would treat a CEO. You know what I'm saying? And you just never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me that AG used to work in a ballet. Now he'll charge you $1,000 to come. I bet anybody who just was a jerk to him, and he's like, no.
AG will still go out and park cars. He still go out and park cars. He will still do it.
Yep. You never get too big to do little things. That's what Kevin Lau said. And I'll pick up pens. I'll tell the interns to tell you. I'll put this whole thing up. Because you just never get too big to do the little things. What up, Crumb? You got a question?
Listen, I'll tell you something. When we did the Codeine Cowboy mixtape release for the throwback, I really didn't know what was going on. And I want to ask you a question. Because when you told us, because you did what you said an eagle flew in on your arm, and you said that this mixtape is going to be something a little sample for y'all to hear, because I know when things come to truth. I did not know it was going to do what it did. Did you already know it was going to do what it did when you dropped that Codeine Cowboy?
Yeah, well, first of all, shout out to you, Quan, because you support everybody, whether it's, you know, independent. He gives everybody a chance. So, you know, when everybody's doing, you know, the same thing, which now everybody's rapping, you got to do something to make yourself, set yourself apart, do something unique, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So with me dropping, the series of Codeine Cowboys, Codeine Withdrawal, and then I did a bunch of things playing off Tupac with Trapper Belly, All Ice on Me, and things like that. It was just about me, you know, continuing to work, and I just was confident. Chrome, like I would hear these other rappers, I would hear people at throwbacks and knew that can't nobody in that whole street mess with me, you know what I'm saying? And then I took it through the whole Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And then I just took it further, you know, through the game. And so for now, you know, you can just feel the momentum shifting, you know what I mean? You can feel it. It's respect with me. I like learning a lot from the people that had this position before me, but for right now, it's me.
Yeah. Love that. You got something else?
Yeah, and when is we gonna make a Puerto Rican Johnny song?
I already got one on my album.
You do for real?
I promise to God.
Put it up for Puerto Rican Johnny, baby. We gotta have that.
Yeah, this last year, man, my father passed, and my homie Johnny passed, man. And I was just like, we all was like in my yard smoking like 2 weeks before this happened. Then Pop passed, and then like Johnny came to see Pop. Then I go on the road, and then like, you know, they call me and say, John, so I've been crushed. His son just had a birthday a couple days ago, so I definitely reached out. And you just never know. Like with my father, he was kind of sick, you know, getting older, so you just be like, you know it's gonna come. But even though like I never lost anybody before, so it just really still takes me through roller coasters. But then like when your friends are just healthy and just straight, you just talk to them, and then like they ain't even like, it's just like that. That's a trip too. So. On this new album, which is September 10th, I still got things to really like take you away from that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I addressed them. I addressed my father, which was my best friend. I addressed Johnny, which was somebody that I admired out in the streets. You know what I mean? And so that's what it's about, man. You know what I mean? It's about celebrating, but for me, it's about having a little substance too. Just music.
How happy was your father for you to see just your success? And he was able to witness it though.
He saw some of it, man. I feel bad because like he passed 6/29, so it's like I was just like the BET Awards hadn't hit. I had bought a tour bus, like I just bought a tour bus. He hadn't had a chance to like. He always wanted to get on the tour bus and go somewhere, just get on the tour bus. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, he was a diabetic and stuff like that. And I was telling him that I was about to get a chef. You know, y'all see my pictures. I got a chef, and I was like, you're gonna be good. I'm gonna make sure you eat. You know, eat right every day. And then I told him, you know what I'm saying? I was telling him like, you know, he had bought a new Cadillac. I'm like, you don't need it. I'm about to get you a drive. And, you know, now I got a drive and everything.
Right.
It's like, it's just like he did, like, but he didn't, bro. Like my album wasn't even out. You know what I'm saying? My album went out, of course he had spent it. You know what I mean? He still like rocked all the clothes that had my name on it. He still like spread that kind of joy and love. But he like. Now he'll be tripping, you know what I'm saying?
He sees you though.
Yeah, he sees it now because, you know, like I said, I lost my mom, and I know how hard it is to lose a parent, so I understand, you know, about that. But, you know, he sees it now, you know, he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. So, let me ask you real quick. If you were to leave music today, what other job or occupation would you be doing? Other than trapping?
Nah, come on, man. I'm past that.
Come on.
I would not regress. I'll probably be I would like to just really like be on ESPN.
Nice.
Probably covering some games.
Yeah.
I love sports. That's really what I want to do. When I went to ESPN, I built a great rapport with people behind the scenes that I didn't even know knew my black ass. Like, 2 Chainz, I get a picture. I normally don't do this, bro. I'm really more like everybody. You're gonna make me so cool. And like, you know what I mean? So I kept in touch, and that's something I feel like is just different, but it's like something that I'm knowledgeable of. You know, I know sports. I played basketball since I was 7 years old.
Right.
So I can see me out there, you know, probably just working on a few of these, you know, words that we don't finish down here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably take me through some kind of course, but for the most part, I could get out there. You know what I mean? I see like Shaq, I see Chris Webb, I see Barkley, I see Reggie Miller. It's really like you having fun, and like my next job, like I enjoy waking up every day. Like, I enjoy this.
Right.
I was on Summer Jam stage last night. I had to get up and do radio this morning. Like, I was game, but I'm geek.
Right.
I'm geek, you know what I'm saying? So for the next thing, too, it'd be the same thing where I, like, come out there and be like, you know what I'm saying? whether I start from the Hawks and move
Right,
up.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, how to reach out to you or Mr. Cam.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the same time, it's like, that's what I want to do, like, being an announcer or something like that.
Thank you.
And then maybe, like, coach some AAU team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Like
like
maybe, man, I would say 14 and under. When you're 14 nowadays, you be like extra grown. You got an iPhone, everything.
Everything.
Maybe 12 and under.
Yeah,
Fashion
something
design.
like that.
Fashian design.
Yeah.
Fashion design. You should have started a lot. You need to be a
Yeah,
fashion
yeah,
designer.
I'm on that already.
Yeah,
We on
yeah.
that. We on that.
So,
yeah.
so speaking of sports, who do you have?
Come
in
on,
the-
Crum, say that again, man.
Oh,
I don't think they know that all these folks looking like,
Yeah.
like
Hey, look here, one thing about it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Titty boy,
Record that.
2 Chainz, Titty boy, he sort of standing around him, photo Porsche, first one to pull up on the scene. You understand that? You see him pull up in the club with somebody ain't never seen. We don't even know what Farragamo or none of that boy. All the rest of these boys talking about what they dressed. The man been had that last summer before that. All the chains you got on, the man been done that. Hairstyle, everything you talking about you got in your ashtray, he been done that. He been had gas better than BP. One thing about it, I can tell y'all this. And he had the weight room in the studio. And he got some beats that man ain't heard yet. You feel me? You gotta go back to the future. The man got a time machine, man. Straight from Back to the Future. He got the one that Michael J. Fox had, a real time machine.
Oh my goodness.
Interior, what's called Farragamo. I didn't know what Farragamo was. I went on the pool table and they were shooting dice for 10,000 a roll. Can you buy that? Super fly.
Wow. Wow. That boy crazy.
Start crying before you get them. Hey, before you get them. What up, Dollar? Hey, what up, boy?
Crum said though he been in a couple of your videos, but then when the video come out though, he don't see himself.
You block
Now, what
everybody.
happens I used to be like that, like, you know, I remember getting mad. I ain't doing no more videos until it's mine. I ain't about to be no vixen. Because, you know, you stand there all day, being uncomfortable, and then you get that, and you don't even want to tell nobody because it's just a piece of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't even want to be like me, but you've been here all day, like, so I've been like, I ain't doing no more vids until it was my time. I took a 1 year or 2 year hiatus. I wanted nothing.
Right.
All that. Was that people be hitting you with that? Was that you in there?
Listen, understatement. We at the video shoot, understatement. I stayed out there, me and Johnny standing next to each other, we behind the car. The man had an electric car. I don't know what kind of car it was, electric.
Yeah.
T said, all right, everybody finna get a cameo. Camera went by so fast, and right back on. Wait a minute, understatement. Look at him, wait a minute. Then went on the wall, wait a minute, the one we had to wear all
I
black.
do see me going there a little bit.
Yeah, we see the chain, the Puerto Rican chain. We back there just the dancing and the dance. But what T have? What the other one with the video we shot when they put the anarchy sign back up, right there by the way.
Right. When I on all, you know, I've been
Well, I got so scared of that video shoot, I love.
You know what I mean? Setting that trend. Go ahead. What you was saying?
I got so scared at that video because it was so dark, and everybody said Tit is inside the White House. If you want to be here, you got to sign paper. Man, Tit went and put an army hat on and sat in a chair, and the crowd went wild like Holyfield. Jeff wanted to fight. I said, man, take me with him around here. He got wonderful video, but boy, you better get there early. You better sign the papers. If you don't, you're just a blur.
2 Chainz live in the studio with us this morning. Let's change it up a little bit. What's the last book you read?
Somebody's trying to. The last book I read was The Millionaire Mind by I think his last name. I can't even think of his last name. But somebody's trying to get me to read this book that starts with Jew something, and I just learned about that yesterday. But the last book I actually read was on a plane. It was called Millionaire Mind. It was basically about what you put in is what you get out, kind of like a cash register, the receipt part. You know what I'm saying? But this was talking about you as a person, physically, mentally, and all of that. You know, of course.
Thomas Stanley.
Thomas
Yeah.
Stanley.
Definitely who that was. Yeah, that was a good book for me because I always yearned to be a millionaire.
Nice. You have approached that or have surpassed it by now, right?
I don't hurt.
I know the hell you ain't. Anyway.
I don't hurt, girl. I don't hurt. I ain't got no money for no scribbles.
No,
I
yeah,
ain't got
no
no money for no
Nobody.
nothing.
Right.
I'm toe up.
Okay.
Uncle Sam ain't no joke either now.
I know.
Right.
You paying your taxes, aren't you?
Well, Uncle
Yeah,
Sam
of course.
on 33 some odd % of your check.
Why don't celebrities pay their taxes a lot?
I don't know, but I've been paying mine since I wasn't getting no money.
I think some of them do. They just if they're not.
No, they
paying
definitely
enough.
don't. It comes
You
by
think
so
so?
they don't. I've been around people and they
Golly.
be like, and I'm like, you like they don't. And then some people think it's a game until they put you on social media. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
yeah.
But for the most part, You know, it's just some business that you gotta take care of. You just gotta understand that somebody automatically has a cut. What happens is it just goes around for you're missing like 2 years or whatever, and you don't realize how much money you've made without cutting them in or whatever. So then they hit you with this crazy we need a whole 200, 250. You're like, oh, got that right, But it's a situation where for people that's in a certain bracket, you pay quarterly, every 3 months. So it just won't be like.
I don't know about that.
So it won't be like just
right.
a dent in your head.
I don't have no problems yet.
I mean either.
What are 2 things that you can't live without?
I be smoking on that gas. I'm sorry.
Other than gas and push. Other than all that. 2 things. Don't tell me. What?
My family, man. We doing we having fun or we doing? Because we having fun.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun.
Well,
that's how you want to.
Yeah, on a serious note, I couldn't live without my family and probably couldn't live without water. See, that's me being smart. But them having fun part.
Yeah, have fun.
I'm gonna need my gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something nice and pretty to go with the gas.
What's that? What do you mean?
You know what it means. Which leads into my next
I'm always
question.
trying to start something.
I'm just asking.
I'm just nothing.
Okay, I'm just.
You need to hush.
I just want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me
People
put
want to
you-
know.
I'm gonna act like an artist that knows something about you.
But you don't know.
Don't make me what I had heard.
What you heard? What you
In
heard?
the locker room, down in the locker room.
Oh, you lying. You better shut up lying.
I ain't never seen her get that riled up. I'm just
I don't know what you heard.
I feel like that too about rumors. Like they be spreading so many rumors about me, it'd be crazy. Like I be hearing some rumors.
Like what? What's the craziest rumor you heard?
I don't want to
Okay,
be
never
hearing
mind.
stuff. It's just oblivious.
Yeah. You just make up anything.
Are you a breast or booty man?
They call me titty boy because I'm spoiled brat, not
Right.
because of a breast.
Right.
But I think I like ass. I do.
You
From
ass?
Atlanta, yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
like
sorry.
ass, and then we're in an era where it's we in deceitful era. Like some is like, okay, we know that ain't you.
Right.
But then the song is that you? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all still holler though, it don't matter. Y'all
You
still
like
holler.
fake
They
asses?
They don't care if it's a nice round booty. Man, y'all don't care. For real.
We do.
Do you
Yeah,
care?
we do. You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
If
Like
it
that
looks
in
nice, but it's fake, you would still
I
holler,
think I'm
right?
attracted to the sexiness of the person.
Okay.
Personality and everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You messing with me? Hey, Keith, you messing with me, bro? Hey, bro, Keith be around all them girls, but don't be using my
He
stuff.
tell
Using my stuff, alright? Yeah, but I'm attracted to the sensualness of, it's different things that I try to not just have songs called I'm different. I try to practice what I preach. You know what I'm saying? So for the one that walks in and everybody look at it, I don't do that because I know everybody looking at me. Shit.
Wow. So what would you like on a? I know that you spoil your women.
I do.
So if
AKA tricking now.
trick so if I could be one of your trick off. You would take care of me. So tell me what taking care of means.
What would she get?
Yes.
What type of flights? What type of cars?
She don't have to pay no bills. She definitely get a car. She don't pay no bills.
Oh God!
Wait a minute, turn that chair around. Say
Yeah.
what now? Say what now?
No bills, no. Well, you don't have to worry about none of you. Like,
That sounds very.
my folks don't work.
Really?
My folks don't work, yeah. And
Just one day, just like, let me just stop. I'm married.
it's a blessing, man. I just appreciate mine. So I don't want. I feel like I sacrifice for mine, for my family. I feel like I'm the sacrificial lamb. I do it so everybody else can smile. I do it so everybody else can enjoy the saltwater pool, the 100 acres. I do it so my mom can go to Mexico on a cruise. And
Just on
gamble.
a whim, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That's the thing I miss about Pops. I could have did something for him. Like, my pop ain't did nothing drugs. I was like, I don't know if I would have bought him a pee or bought him a business, but I would have bought him something, you know what I'm saying? So for me, you know what I mean, I like to shrink it down and fake. I like to see, people around me smiling. Like my I came home and I couldn't find the weed. You know what I'm saying? I got this red weed 25th anniversary weed. It's all special. I can't find it. So my daughter the maid say she ain't moving. I'm like, what do you like? She's 4, you know, like just her whole language, and then like that's my chef, and like her and my chef be like having real conversations and stuff like that. Like, man, I just feel like I'm opening up, you know, doors for my kids, you know, and like coming up, I had little periods of time where I struggled because my pop went around, but I never really complained. Like most of the stuff that happened to me couldn't be showed on the outside. I like kept a smile on my face and kind of rocked and stuff. Like knowing people that kind of have their emotions on their sleeve. I kind of like knowing how to hide a little bit.
Back to this tricking out question. Has it become acceptable in Atlanta and for somebody who, you know, I know you have a lady friend, but does she like accept your lifestyle? Does she know
about the other women?
If you have other women? Right. Like, is that something that comes with the territory?
I mean, nah, man, nobody definitely ever understand that, but you know, with my understanding entertainment period and understanding like what you have to do to be entertained, you know what I'm saying? Like I compare rap to a couple things. I compare it to the wrestling, WWE or whatever, with the shenanigans, and I also compare it to high school. And I felt like I was the new kid at school last year. With the new kid at school, you always get that little year of curiosity where you just from another side of town, you be fresh, girls like you, the guys want to fight you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So that's kind of like the theory I took with this music thing. Like with me, like, you know, Kanye is a good friend of mine, and he was like, we just had a long talk in Paris about me saying, you know, what I do to somebody's girl in a verse. He was like, man, man, you do all kind of things to people's girls.
He said that?
Yeah, and I told him I do. Like, this is the role that I've taken in hip hop.
Right.
Like, I take people, you dig. It's like they come around me, I don't know. They be with you, then they would. That's the role that I play in this wrestling or whatever we doing. You know what I'm saying? Because once you become that, I'm too real for rap, I'm too real for this microphone. What y'all doing at my show? I'm so real. Like when you become that, you really become dead. You really just become mad at everybody because they ain't rocking with you. So for me, you know, I approach everything different, just so it makes me come.
Damn. I do love that. Okay, so fill in the blank. If I met blank, I would do blank first.
If you met 2 Chainz, your husband.
No, I want somebody you met. You want to meet that you haven't.
I want to meet Erykah Badu. Then I look at her eyes because she said everybody can't look at her eyes. I just think I take my glasses and look at her.
No, you be caught up under that spell. That's
I
right.
heard
You got
about
Colin.
I heard.
You got a whole bunch of people.
I heard, Jazz. I'm ready.
Andre 3000.
I heard.
You ready? I don't think you're
All
ready.
I'm saying is it'll be immaculate conception. She'll be pregnant.
Just off the look, off
Just
the
off
eye.
the look.
Man, Common said she taught him some things.
Really?
Yeah.
Deep,
He
yo.
loved Eric.
Really?
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you Eric what I said. You gotta say. I
thought we was getting somewhere, man. I think we was following each other on social.
Y'all not? What
We
happened?
was.
What, she unfollowed you?
Yeah, she
Oh,
no, it's like she followed me and stuff, but like I don't, you know, like I don't be like thirsty and all that.
Oh, man.
I'm not the DM king. I don't be doing all that.
Right,
You know
look.
what I'm saying? Like,
You know how to get her? Just say, Eric, hey, let's get in the studio too. Let's do it.
that's like lame. I think these are things that I think is lame.
Okay.
LOL.
LOL.
I think LOL is lame. I think send me a pic.
Oh my God, it's so lame. Turn off.
And that. Let's get in the studio. Let's
Yeah.
get in the studio. All that. Let's get in the studio, Cap.
Ted, I have never seen you react like that.
About what?
The way you just reacted about Erykah Badu.
You a lie.
I swear. Eric, she
You a
hot.
lie,
Dog, I've been
Sharon.
knowing you a long time, dog.
Sharon,
You just
that's
got giddy, dog.
Eric
No,
is hot.
Jazzy,
She's a-
because Jazzy said that she unfollowed me. Some of you
I
said
asked you, did she
tried to
unfollow
jig
you?
on me, man. It ain't like that. She ain't like
Are you
that.
blushing?
I ain't say shit like that. I ain't say shit.
No, you got no. See,
Ain't like that.
Erica is hot. She is a.
I never even met the person before, so I know I can't blush. I'm just like speaking hypothetically. I like Jill Scott too. Now what?
What? Jill?
Now.
You so silly.
Erykah Badu.
Like Jill Scott. There's a couple of them out there. See, I like R&B music, period. So for them ladies, man, I'm I'm gone, man. Like, for real, I really like a lot of like R&B chicks, like as far as like music and like when they can sing and bring something different to the table, like Erica.
You know, me and Rashawn said, got R&B.
Can't wait.
It's
Can't
called
wait to
Snicker
sing.
Bar Brown.
Snicker Bar Brown.
Yeah.
With the caramel in the middle.
Yeah, baby. We so down. Oh, we showed you.
Can't wait to buy y'all iTunes.
Okay, all right, y'all. Well, 10 years from now, where will you be?
I'll be on ESPN. I'll be on ESPN commentating games, and I'll probably still have one foot in the music game. Won't be rapping definitely. I'll probably just be having artists and just trying to share some of the knowledge that I have. I'll probably just be doing like a lot of these other people that's in these offices, just getting a check for doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
When you look around, you
Ron.
look around, you look at Ron Hurt from Def Jam?
Yeah. Ron was in here. Ron been in here every single.
That's right.
Yeah.
He has.
I ain't him, but he know what I mean. Like, you know, a lot of people have great positions and great offices with great views, and they getting great checks for doing, you know, close to nothing. So I wouldn't mind like getting a little year or two wrong with that same little campaign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all good. Coming up, so you got your album is September 10th.
Yep. I'm withholding the title.
I was just about to ask
I was
that.
just going to dang,
Man,
why?
I'm
Can you tell us?
I'm sorry. No.
Dang,
See, I put the fact that I was putting a new album out September 10th just to make the internet go crazy for a week. Then I did my new single, of course, yesterday on Summer Jam, and then I put it up on iTunes today, which is Feds Watching featuring for real. So that should just hold this week down. I may release the title next week. I may hold it for another week. I don't know.
Hold
I
on
got
to
a tour coming up. I got a lot of stuff. I got America's Most Wanted.
You
Me
do,
Me Too,
yeah.
Shannon Kane.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
You
I
saying?
got
So-
beats.
So you'll be here in the
That's
ATL July 12th.
I will.
Or no?
Yeah,
No,
July
you're
12th.
not. He's not. Okay.
No, okay, so wait a minute. What
What
is
is
the
that?
thing with the America's Most Wanted tour? Like, is Future going to be on some and you on some? What?
You didn't
Why
know
would you
that.
be here? Oh, God, you see
I just know for me, I had some things that was already set before the tour was locked.
Okay.